Hello, I'm joined today by my guest, Lisa Williamson from No Letting Go. Lisa is the head of compliance there at No Letting Go, and we're here today to try and answer some very commonly asked questions when it comes to claiming deposits back and disputes that may arise. And these things tend to sort of follow the same pattern every time. There is a commonality between a lot of these things because they do very often come up, and we always, as agents, we always don't know whether or not something is classed as wear and tear or whether something is actually torn beyond belief and needs to be repaired. And we're very surprised sometimes with some of the answers given during adjudication. So here to cast some light on that is Lisa. Lisa, welcome.
Thanks very much, David. Thank you very much for inviting me along today.
So staying with the theme here, we're going to talk about, we've talked about soiling, but we're going to talk about something now. We touched on it previously. We talked about a situation where a landlord has discovered that there's been a dog in a property and that wasn't really planned for, and it's been a surprise at the end of the tenancy. But we're going to find out, and we're going to find many more cases, I suspect, in the near future, of tenants who are being upfront about the fact that they've got a dog, and landlords giving their permission for people to keep dogs in a property, and that's absolutely fine. But if a dog is using the garden to, as its toilet, basically, you're going to, I have a dog, bless him, he's a beautiful dog and he's well behaved, but my lawn has never looked the same since. And unfortunately, you will get patches. It doesn't matter how good you are about cleaning these things up. The use of the garden for that mode is definitely going to cause some ructions on the lawn. So what do we do about that?
Yeah, so again, as long as there's a clause in the tenancy agreement to say that, if either pets aren't allowed or if pets are allowed, then any damage will be claimed for. Then as long as the inventory shows photographs of the beautiful manicured lawn at the start, and then you've got this horrible patchy mess with brown patches all over the place at the end, the adjudicator will take a view. It's quite a tricky one, and because adjudicators aren't expert gardeners either, so then they've got to take the view: can it be reseeded, or does it actually have to be returfed? And so what I would advise landlords to do in that instance is to submit a report from a professional to, if it does need returfing, for them to say, what the extent of the damage is and why it warrants returfing rather than reseeding.
We want to be able to see the lines mowed into the lawn, like it was a cricket pitch.